When Melody was 6 years old, she was involved in a rafting accident at a family picnic, where she drowned to death. During this tragedy, she was taken on a beautiful spiritual journey to the other side. This is Melody's story.
In 1958, on a beautiful Sunday, we went to a local beach, and we were having a barbecue and swimming, and my sister took my brother and I on a raft, and she started pushing us into the water, just pushing us around on the raft. And my older brother pushed me off the raft. And I went down deep, deep, deep into the water. And I could hardly breathe. I mean, I knew that I was drowning. And I was only 7 years old at the time, and I couldn't help myself. I couldn't do anything to help me. And all of a sudden I saw a white light, and it was a magnificent white light. And it was above me. It wasn't, you couldn't see, there was no clouds, there was no blue sky. It was this bright, amazing, beautiful light. And it pulled me toward it. And I could feel myself floating up and just being so light and floating. And I no longer had the problem of breathing, and the water wasn't there, surrounding me, making me feel very cold. And I went higher and higher. And as I'm going up in this beautiful light, on the side of me were all of these people. And they were white and they were shiny, and it was almost like they were ghosts, but I knew that they weren't. And I started moving up, and I got closer and closer. I got closer to the white beam, the white light, and there, at the very end of it, was a white being just shining, absolutely beautiful. And behind it were 5 other, I would say, almost angelic beings. In fact, they all seemed like angelic beings to me. And I felt nothing but love, empathy, kindness, caring, warmth, genuine love. It was amazing, and it just filled me up. It filled up my heart. It filled up everything around me. Here was a 7-year-old, feeling safe in a place that was so unfamiliar. And I wanted to stay there forever. And things were said to me. Things were told to me. And then they told me that it was time for me to go back. That it was time for me to return. And I slowly felt myself moving back down from the light. And as it got darker and darker, as I was, moving past the wonderful angelic beings that were basically, reaching out and touching me. I could sense a smile on them, and it was beautiful. And then when I got back into the water, I felt somebody pulling my hair and pulling me out of the water. And I was still unconscious. I could just feel everything moving. And then my father ran into the water and grabbed me and took me to the side on the beach. And he was able to put me on my side and to press my chest and to make sure, and the water came out. And when I became aware, my mother was standing there holding my baby brother, and my other 2 siblings, my sister and my brother, were standing next to my mother, and there was crowds all around us. And I was okay. But I knew something changed. I knew something was different. I changed. I was no longer just a child. There was so much that I learned that was told to me, and it was given to me in my subconscious level, not my conscious level. And I couldn't comprehend, and they did say to me, up in the white light, that I would remember these, that this would all come to me.